Okay, this is the Maserati shoot. Here we go. Because this is probably the focal point right here. This is really aggressive and nice. This is going to be where they're looking, right? What can I say about the new Maserati MC20? It's a new dawn. It's a new day. The Trident Supercar is a stunner.
And hey Brian, do you got a minute to come over and look at some camera angles?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah. So what I like to do is, before I even start my lighting process, is just look at different camera angles.
Okay, first of all, this looks amazing right here. Yeah. So I'm ready to go.
What I like to do is explore with different camera angles, wide angle, a little bit longer lens, and then move around until I find an angle that looks good. And once I lock that down, then I get lighting.
Yeah, so for people who don't know, like, what is this setup?
So we have a flying flat above the car, and what it's going to do is just provide a nice, clean highlight over the car. It's going to clean it up above the hood. So my favorite was number one, the very first angle we were at. You still see this front, nice dynamic wide angle feel. You still see the back of the car a little bit. Number three was one of our favorites. Two I didn't like. Three I thought was pretty good. I think it's important we try to keep that
the emblem
logo.
Yeah, absolutely. Maserati says the MC20 marks the beginning of a new era. MC equals the Maserati Corse, or which means like Maserati racing. The 20 is when it was announced worldwide, 2020. And here we are in 2022. The MC20 is a halo car and introduces a new design language which combines performance, sportiness, and luxury in a unique Maserati style. According to Maserati, it reestablishes the Maserati presence in the mid-engine, rear-wheel drive super sport car segment. I would agree. What's the focal length on
wide angle? 35 millimeter.
35.
35. My favorite camera. So it's a Hasselblad X1D, X1D2. It's a 50 megapixel sensor, medium format, and I'm shooting with a Hasselblad lens, which is 35 to 75 millimeter.
The engine. The Maserati developed, designed, and built Nettuno engine is a 621 horsepower, that's 630 CV V6 with 538 pound-feet of torque. That signals Maserati's return to producing his own engines after a 20-year hiatus. This engine delivers 0 to 60 acceleration in under 2.9 seconds. The top speed is 202. Best-in-class weight-power ratio is 5.3 pounds. The Maserati twin combustion holds an international patent, and this is the first time this F1 technology is being used in a road car. Now we're shooting the other end. How long have you been a photographer? How long have you been doing this?
Ever since. So started in high school, went to college, moved to California from New York, and then I got into photography 1991 as an assistant to a very successful automotive photographer.
What you want, what you need, anything on you get my love, 'cause you know it don't come for free.
The MC20 is full of technology, multimedia, and packs a punch. It has all the craftsmanship and engineering, handmade detail of a masterpiece, and more. But let me just say, this Maserati is a head turner on the streets and fucking fun to drive. If you have a chance to drive one, get out and do it. Alright, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.
I'll be coming up hot for a minute. Everybody know the drop when I'm in it. I drop the top when The Trident, the badge that we have, carries a lot of credibility with a brand that's been around really for 100 years. Our racing heritage is very deep and goes back to our very first start at the turn of the 20th century.